Hi guys, how you doing? This is James Adeleke, Chief Executive of Generation Success. I'm back for one of our Thursday lives. I'm sorry I can't be here in person, but I thought I'd record a video as it's important that we maintain consistency. Now, one of the things the team have asked me to talk about today is about the power of collaboration and how collaboration has helped us as an organization move forward throughout the years. Now, when I originally had the idea for Generation Success, it was it was spurred on by the London Riots, which occurred in 2011, which is now 10 years from this point. And I was so sick and tired from hearing the media saying that this was a lost generation, because if you don't remember, the London riots was because of a guy called Mark Duggan was shot dead by the police, and because of race relations and the social tensions at the time, young people decided, and not just young people, but people decided to protest. Those protests turned into riots, and those riots turned into burning buildings, and they spread from just Tottenham to Brixton to Croydon to different parts of the UK. It lasted around 4 to 5 days, and 4 to 5 days it lasted for. And at that time, people were saying this was a lost generation. They weren't doing anything about it, and I didn't really want to be part of the noise. I wanted to be part of the change. I didn't want to be tarred with that narrative that this generation was somehow unlucky because we were going through a recession. Because at the end of the day, no matter what the economic climate is, there are people still making money. There are people still thriving. And if that's the case, then why can't it be me? And why can't it be you? And I wanted to ensure that I was part of giving hope to this generation. And literally, I went home one night, went to bed, and I woke up at 4 a.m. in the morning from a cold sweat, from a dream. I went to my desk, wrote on a one-page piece of A4 paper a 3-year plan of the change which I wanted to make. Now, often people have ideas of what they would like to do in terms of, living their dreams and all that type of stuff. But sometimes those ideas stay ideas. And I was very, very lucky that when I walked into my university the next day, because I'd gone back to study law, and I spoke to my friends and I said, look guys, I've got this amazing idea. These are my frustrations. Whilst they didn't really understand what I was trying to do, they believed in me. And they were like, James, we don't get it, but we believe in you, and let's help you. Let's work with you to build this. Let's work with you to ensure that people don't see us as a lost generation. Let's work with you to create our own doors, create our own opportunities whilst giving back to society at the same time. Now, when we talk about collaboration and we talk about having the right people around you, that was a great example. Because if those guys had said to me, James, we don't really get your idea and you should just go back and focus on your studies, there's a high chance that I or we wouldn't be here today. So when it comes to collaboration and the right team, it's about ensuring that not only do you have the right team in terms of technical skills and in terms of resources, but you have the right team in terms of mindset, in terms of, willingness to work together, willingness to communicate together, willingness to kind of roll up your sleeves and get into the fight when you need to get into the fight. And I've been very, very lucky that over the years we've found different collaborative partners to work together to move forward our vision of change society for the better. There are 2 other examples I'd love to share with you guys. The second example, so the first example is my friends. The second example was in relation to the Mayor of London's fund. So a few years ago, we won some money from the Mayor of London as part of a cooperative, a collaboration between Generation Success, Business Launchpad, and PCAP. And this collaboration focuses on getting unemployed Londoners, 16 to 24, into the STEM sector. That's what we do. We help get those young people into the STEM sector, and Business Launchpad focuses on helping those other young people set up businesses. And then PCAP focuses on helping those young people become whole people by helping them through coaching, mental health, all that type of stuff. Amazing collaboration. And we won that funding, and then we had COVID. And as a cooperative, we had to find ways to deal with some of the issues that COVID had on our project and that program. And we've had to work in a collaborative way. Because Business Launchpad are an amazing charity. They are so much more bigger than us. But they've always wanted to work with us as partners. Um, and even when there have been disagreements, we've worked together as partners, come through that. And I just love working together because we all share the same vision, which is ensuring that we live in a generation where every young person, no matter what the career aspiration is, whether that is to start a business or to go into industry, they have the right tools, the resources to do that, to make that happen, leaving it up to them as to whether they're going to take those tools and resources and those opportunities to make it happen. Now, the final partnership and collaboration I'm going to talk about is a collaboration that we have with three amazing organizations. We call it Race for Nature's Recovery Program, and it's between us. It's between our SOS UK, Students for Sustainability. It's Voyage Youth, and it is Action for Conservation. Those are the key partners. And last year, when once again, when COVID hit, and we saw that there was so many jobs being cut, so many natural work experience opportunities for young people in retail being removed, and the government announced the Kickstarter program. We all came together and said, look, this is an opportunity for us to create jobs for young people within sustainability, and at the same time tackling the underrepresentation within sustainability, which at the moment is 3% of staff come from non-white backgrounds, which is shockingly low in 2021. And as a consortium, we worked together, got 35 other organizations involved, created 124 jobs. And I'm pleased to say that right now we've got 70 young people into those jobs. We've got, we're halfway there to fill the rest. 44% of those jobs have gone to young people from minority backgrounds, which is way above the national average. And also these other organizations, they took part in D&I training, which we delivered for them. They actually kind of embraced what we taught them and incorporated that into their recruitment processes. Now, I shared this project because it is not, because it just shows what you can do when you collaborate with partners who have the right mindset, who share the same beliefs and same values, that no matter what environment you're in, you can create opportunities, you can make things happen. Now, the key parts of that is ensuring that you have a shared vision. As we've got more organized and more professional, these collaborations become more formal. You have formal contracts. When you're starting out, it's, you may not need, you should always have contracts if it's to do with financials. But when you're starting out with just an idea, you first need to make sure that you have the right people around you who truly support you, who aren't just there for the ride, but there because they share that same vision with you to build something together. And when those collaborations naturally come to the end, it's important that you make sure that it comes to the end in the right way. I see so many people, so many partnerships that come to the end where people just stop talking. And, I always fundamentally believe that you should always try to end things in good terms or with closure. And if you can't end things in good terms, like closure, just like, look, let's agree that, it didn't work out. We've both made mistakes, but it's come to an end and I wish you well. Rather than, so that both parties can leave that partnership without any bad feelings and emotions that they hang on to. Because that's not worth it. You just have to keep it moving forward. Anyway, guys, I just thought I'd check in. I just thought I'd try to be consistent, make sure that this video goes out on a Thursday. And I just want to say, we've got 55 days of opportunities launching from next week. I'm not sure if you heard, but at the moment, the unemployment rate for young black people is at 44.1%. This was reported by DWP recently. And with it coming to Black History Month and youth unemployment being hit hardest by COVID and the economic economic impact, we've decided as an organization to create this 55 days of connections and other opportunities. We've partnered up with over 20 employers to do a careers day, to do speed mentoring sessions, to do mock interview sessions, to do panel events with speed mentoring, to do our biggest event of the year, which is our City Careers Conference, with employers in our employer zone, with live job opportunities, with panel sessions, with workshops. The idea of these 55 days of opportunities is that no one should be able to say, I couldn't kickstart my career because I didn't have the opportunities and because I didn't have the connections. Like, it's time to get rid of those excuses. It's time to show up. And we are just ensuring that we provide you the platforms in order to live your best life, in order to kickstart your dream career. So the opportunity is there. All you have to do is register. Visit the Generation Success website and log on in. And we'll see you over the next 55 days. And if you take part in every single opportunity that we put out here over the next 55 days, if you feel like your career has not been progressed, if you feel like you have not made contacts, let me know and I'll see what I can do. I don't know what guarantee I can give someone in terms of, like, if it doesn't happen, because we're not charging you. We're giving you opportunities that money can't buy. But I'm so confident that if you turn up to every single opportunity we give you, that you will become more equipped to execute your dream role, that you'll build your professional network, that you'll leave feeling more inspired and more aware of what you can achieve and what is out there, that I feel like I don't know what I can, give you as a guarantee statement, because it actually is no win. It's no win, it's no lose. It's a win-win opportunity for you. Just turn up, sign up, and I hope I'll see you guys soon. Stay blessed, and I can't wait to celebrate your success and my success at the end of the year, saying, yes, we've achieved our goals, and if we haven't achieved the goals we set out to achieve at the start of this year, at least we are so much more closer to those goals. Stay blessed, and I'll see you soon.